the second wave phenomenon is refraction. Refraction is due to the change of speed of the wave. Then, under what conditions will the speed of water waves change? In fact, the speed of water wave depends only on the water depth, h. The water wave have greater speed in a deeper water regions. That means if the water depth increases, then the speed of the water wave will also increases. In an experiment to demonstrate refraction of water waves, a perspex block is put inside the ripple tank to produce a shallow water region. When water waves traveling from the deep region to the shallow regions, the water wave becomes more clouded. Explanation: when the water waves enters the shallow regions, the wave speed v will decrease, since the frequency of the wave remains unchanged. Let's look at the refraction of water wave for normal incidence, both the top view and the side view. When the water wave enters the shallow region, the speed of the wave v decreases, and the wavelength also decreases, but the frequency remains unchanged. Since it is normal incidence, the direction of the wave propagation in the shallow water remains unchanged. Therefore, the wavefront in the shallow region will be more clouded together, and this will be the same for the side view. If again for normal incidence, the water wave travel from the deep regions to the shallow region and then back to the deep region again. In the shallow region, the speed of the water wave decreases, wavelength decreases, but frequency remains unchanged and direction of wave propagation is also unchanged. Therefore, the wavefront in the shallow regions is more clouded, and in the deep region, the separation is the same as before. For the reflection of water waves at opposite incidence, since the water wave enters from deep regions into the shallow regions, the speed of the wave decreases, but the frequency remains unchanged. Therefore, the wavelength lambda will decrease, which means that the separations between successive wavefronts will decrease. As a result, the wave must bend towards the normal, about in these directions. Therefore, the wavelength in deep regions will be longer than that in the shallow region. Also, the direction of travel of the wave will change. What happens for the refraction of water wave when the water wave travels from shallow region into the deep regions, in this case, at opposite incidence? When the water wave enters from the shallow regions into the deep regions, the speed of the wave will increase, since the frequencies remain unchanged. Therefore, the wavelength of the wave will increase. That means separations between successive wave fronts will increase. As a result, the wave will bend away from the normal. Therefore, the wave fronts in the deep regions may be something like this one. So that the wavelength of the wave in the shallow region will be smaller than that in the deep region. And the direction of the wave change in the way shown. An example, the water wave travel from a deep water regions into region 1, which is the shallow regions, and then go to the region 2, which is a deep region again. Draw the wave fronts in region 1 and region 2. When the water wave travels from the deep region to shallow region, it first bends towards the normal, and when it travels from shallow regions into deep region, it will bend away from normal. Therefore, the wave fronts in the shallow regions will be and that in the deep regions will be Notice that the wavelength of the wave in shallow region is smaller than that in the deep region. Lambda 1 smaller than lambda 2. The conclusion for refraction. First, for the frequencies of both the incident wave and the refracted wave, F1, F2, must be the same. Second, the speed of the incident wave and the refracted wave are not equal. And the wavelength of the incident wave and the refracted wave are not equal too. And the direction of the wave propagations may be the same or may change, depends on the angle of incidence. To remind you that the reason for reflection is only due to the change of speed, and the factors affecting the speed of water wave is the water depth, and the speed of water wave does not depend on the change of frequency. This is very important.